Welcome back, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your March 2020 tarot forecast. This month we will be using the Brotherhood of Light tarot deck. And I will be doing a 12 houses spread. So, what do you anticipate, Taurus? For the month of March 2020? What do you feel coming into your life this month? Alright, first house, Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about waiting for your ships to come in. So here we are at the beginning. The beginning of your story for March is waiting for your ships to come in. Let's find out a little bit more. So what do we have here? We have travel luck. We're hoping for some travel luck. Movement, waiting for movement, for travel. And we also have the cause and effect card. So obviously you've already set some events into motion and now you are waiting for the results of those things. Now we have the second house, House of Possessions. This is the house that you govern, and it is the Four of Wands reversed. And the Four of Wands is referred to as a marriage card, but it's also a happily ever after kind of card. And because it's in your house of possessions, I feel like there are things that you are waiting for. Physical, concrete things. And they won't be arriving in March. We have the Queen of Wands. This could be you, confident and efficient. The King of Hearts. This could be you, or this could be a romantic partner, depending on if you're a Taurus, so you're an earth sign. But depending on, like, if you have water placements or fire sign placements in your chart, either one of these could relate to you. They could both relate to you. This could be you and a partner. And then we also have financial freedom. So I think very much you are wanting to have financial stability. And the third house, house of communication, we have the Five of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So I think that you had, at some point, this is a card about being left out in the cold, but as it pertains to communication, it's entirely possible that someone was keeping something from you, or it's possible that someone is keeping something from you now, communication-wise. Because actually here we have a possible Queen of Swords situation. Could be that your partner is keeping something from you, and maybe they're unscrupulous, maybe, and then I also have the Queen of Diamonds here, so both of those things could typify your partner, but it could be, again, that one of you is embodied by the Queen of Diamonds, which, diamonds are similar to pentacles, which are earth energy. And then this card is also Libra energy, but, then one person hiding things and the other person trying to keep everything on the up and up. And here we have the fourth house, which is home and family, and it is the Hierophant, and it's in the reverse. So this is very similar energy to the Four of Wands in the reverse, as far as the Hierophant being a potential marriage card. The Hierophant is also about dogma and rules, like morality. And so it's possible that there's somebody who wants to bend the rules in your home or family situation. And that's all good and well. If everyone's being honest. And we do have stability, so I do think that there is a certain amount of stability in your situation, and as a Taurus, I mean, you know, you're prone to that. And this is another Four of Wands card. We have nervous, jealous, so it's possible that things are actually quite stable, but you're projecting onto them. And then here we have your card, which is the King of Spades, and that's all about ambitious authority. The King of Spades could also be air sign energy. The way that I have done the correspondences for this deck is a little bit different. It's based actually on the correspondences in the Brotherhood of Light deck. So yeah, it's possible that you're trying to have things be too fixed right now in your home life, and actually they are quite stable, but you're not able to see that. The fifth house is creativity and romance. And we have the Two of Swords. That's about a choice. It's about things not being fully revealed at this time. All right. So we have negotiation. Definitely. We have some suffering as far as your romantic life is concerned, and lucky money. So if you are an artist or a creator, it's possible that you will have some lucky money coming into you. All right, the sixth house is the Five of Cups, and it's reversed. So sixth house is all about daily routines, and it is all about your health. So it's possible that you've had health issues in the past, or that you will have health issues in the future, but not in the month of March necessarily. Or possibly like an ongoing situation that hasn't wrapped up. But something minor. The Five of Cups is, you know, crying over spilled milk. You still have a lot going for you. And we have compassion, extra public life. So again, if you're some kind of artist or musician or an actor, your daily routine will be much more in the public eye. And then we also have left-hand path and severance. Now it's possible that any health issues that you're experiencing are related to the left-hand path. It's also possible that you're going to have to cut ties with a previous way of life. And I do see, Taurus are very compassionate people, very empathetic. So, the seventh house being about marriage, being about financial partnerships. And we do have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So if you are partnered with a fire sign, it could be that they're not quite ready to settle down yet, or they're not interested in marriage. And we have King of Diamonds. Again, that could be your energy because you're a earth sign. King of Diamonds being stubborn and influential. So the Eight of Spades is about an imbalance and examination based around whatever that imbalance is. And then we have the Jack of Hearts, who's good-natured and an artist. That could be you, that could be a partner. Again, these are energies that are probably going on between you and your partner. It could be all on one side, it could be all on the other side. It could be a split up between the two of you. The 8th house, death, sex, and other people's money. And it's the Four of Pentacles reversed, which is usually about trying to hold too tightly to something. And if it's holding on to someone else's resources, maybe holding on to their time instead of their money. Or maybe someone else is holding your paychecks. That's another possibility. What else? All right, well, we have a transformation. So maybe you're holding too tightly to a previous way of life. And death being a transformation. I do see evil forces, which is kind of a vague card, but it really just gives a positive or a negative spin to the meaning. So, and then victory. So it looks like probably you will have victory over evil forces, so that's good. And there will be a transformation, so it's best not to hold too tightly, even though you see this. All right, and then the 9th house, travel, education, higher learning education, and you have the 9 of Pentacles, and it's reversed. So there will be financial independence in your future. Might not be in March. And that's the money to travel. That's the money to go back to school, if that's what you're hoping for. It is coming, but it won't come this month. What do we have? We do have temptation, lies, and tribulation, the Jerry Springer card, the 3 of Swords. We have wishes granted, so that is very much in line with the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have completion or victory. So I do think that you will be experiencing some temptation, possibly to give up, possibly to spend more money or spend your lucky money. If you come into a small amount of money and you feel lucky about it, don't just blow it on something. Really put it toward your long-term goals, because you can achieve them. 10th house is career. And we have the Strength card, and it is the reverse. So whatever's going on with your job right now, I feel like either you won't be able to have the strength, or it's also possible not that you wouldn't have the strength, but that it's not worth it for you to expend your energy that way. Let's see if I can give you a little more information about that. So, we have emotional stability, fortune, good news, and action and hard work. So I think the case being that you've put in quite a bit of hard work, emotional labor, and you have luck on your side. Maybe it's time for you to start considering a different line of work. Consider getting a different job. Because to me, the strength card here doesn't mean that you're not strong enough. I think it just means that that's not how you should be expending your energy. 11th house, the 3 of Pentacles, and it's reversed. So the 11th house is all about spiritual matters, psychic predictions, astral projection. And the 3 of Pentacles is about, it's a job that you've been doing long enough to be good at it. And people respect your work. And because it's in the house of precognition, and it's in the reverse, I feel like this is something that's going to come to you in the future. What do we have here? Part-time. This could be something that you've already started doing, but you don't do it full-time. Happy home could lead you to, this stability that you really want, right? Yeah. Addiction and codependency. So this is very interesting. I feel like this definitely is related to your work situation in that case, but it is also popular. It is also possible. I wonder what that slip was about. So, it's possible that it's about your job, but it's also possible that it's about a relationship. Okay, so maybe this person, maybe not this person, but maybe a person that you've been seeing is more popular, and you enjoy the status that you get from being with them. And so in this case, addiction and codependency might relate to that. So just be wary of those situations. And then the 12th house, we have the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is about waiting, seeing your options there, but not wanting to take any of those options. You want the good options that other people are getting. So you wait. Is that what you should be doing? It's the end of March. End of March is when... Alright, we've got the Joker, which is like a card urging you to go into things without preconceived notions. Walk in blind, if you will. We've got the Jack of Clubs, which is an honest enterprising person, probably a fire sign. And we have a financial partnership. All right, so it looks like to me that what this means is that somebody is definitely making you an offer, but you haven't accepted it yet. And you probably won't accept it by the end of March, which is fine. It's good to weigh your options, especially with everything else that you've got going on. But, you know, keep this in mind. Keep some of these other things in mind, that you do have a really good future ahead of you. But right now, at this time, I do see some things that are kind of, they're not even holding you back. You will overcome them. But they might look right now more important than they actually are. All right, Taurus, that is your March monthly reading. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I will see you next month.